Okay, so now that we have the mash and it's been in here for an hour, all of the enzymes have converted the starch to sugar. A amylase and B amylase enzymes. They have converted that to sugar. So this in here is essentially, all the grain is mostly sugar now. So what we need to do is we need to wash liquid, which is hot water in this case, all the way through the grains, extracting as many sugars as we can to bring that into what we're going to be called here is the wort, which is what we're going to be boiling. So it's kind of like drip coffee. I mean, you're really just trying to wash as much through out of it so that you can get as much flavor as you can and as much sugar, which contributes to body and to alcohol content. So before we sparge, we need to mash out. So what we need to do is we've got to stop all of the enzymatic production in here. There's enzymes working like crazy in here right now to convert, but we don't want to over-convert, because if we over-convert, we're going to get a drier beer with possibly some off flavors. So by pouring in some really hot water, like 190, 195 degree water, which this water was, we talked about earlier, into the mash tun, you in effect mash out and stop all the enzymatic processes. So pour it slowly, not to disturb the grain bed. You can spread it out evenly if you can. Now that the hot liquor is coming from the mash tun, and it's about halfway full, what I usually do is turn on the stainless steel kettle so that the wort temperature can get hotter. In fact, if you can, it's great if you can get the wort almost boiling by the time it gets to the top, because you're really trying to cram as much hot liquor into this pot as you possibly can, because in the end you're going to be adding water. So we'll put the top on like this loosely and turn it on and see if we can get it up to a boil. Okay, so now we're in the middle of the sparge. So the hot liquor is being transferred into the pot at a slow rate, and we're transferring water from here as the grain bed gets lower. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want the grain bed to go dry. So you always want to keep about an inch of water in the top of this grain bed at all times. So the good thing is we are using more grain, which means we can sparge for less time.